Guys, what's going on? My name is Timpedia, and welcome to a series of vlogs that I'm going to be doing related to the big press conferences of E3. I'm going to be recording these, I don't know, whatever. I have watched, so there were 5 big conferences. There was Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, the big 3, and then there was also Ubisoft and EA. So I'm going to go over all 5 of those over a series of vlogs like this, giving my impressions of each one, and probably not too long. Sorry for the shitty mic. That's probably why they're going to be quick, because I have to go through everything through my webcam again, but I'll just upload the videos straight to YouTube. But I'm not recording this through YouTube because that shit sucks. I'll just upload it the right way with the webcam. Fuck it. This is so much better. The shitty mic is worth it, not crashing and losing the audio and crap. Anyway, so let me move my notes over to the other monitor so that I can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go... As of the recordings today, I'm going to be doing 3 recordings. This is sort of the intro video and the first one. At work today, I had on in the background, I had Microsoft, Sony, and Ubisoft. So I'm going to talk about all 3 of those today, and I'll either watch the EA and Nintendo today as well, later, or I'll watch them tomorrow at work and then get to the vlogs, maybe after I come back from going home for the weekend or some shit like that. But anyway, let's start talking about Microsoft. So I'm going to go through each major segment in the shows and then give my final impression. So, like, with Microsoft. So, the first thing that Microsoft showed off was Halo 4, and holy fuck, Halo 4 looks so cool. I had already seen all the footage they had used for Halo, the live-action trailer and the gameplay. And I'm getting a text. I'm not going to worry about it. I had already seen that full segment online, but I didn't mind watching it again. Halo 4 looks like it is going to be fucking awesome. Obviously, there hasn't been that much shown yet, but it looks like they're really amping it up. The graphics look amazing. It looks like a really, really great graphical boost over Halo Reach even. 3 more so, but 3 is the only one I've given a shit about for a long time, because you guys know I don't like Reach. I'm just not a fan of Reach. But the gameplay looks super cool. The battle rifle, we saw the battle rifle, we saw the assault rifle, both of which looked and sounded better than ever. The battle rifle had a new digital outlay, which is awesome. And then the 2 precursor. Why would I forget that? Forerunner. I was thinking of something else. The Forerunner guns. One of them was basically the new designated marksman rifle, the DMR. The first one that they showed was the single shot rifle with a scope. That's the DMR, which is cool that they're bringing it in a new format, so they don't have the battle rifle and that sort of conflicting as doing the same thing, which they fucking do, except the battle rifle's better. Fuck the DMR. And then the second one was like a shotgun equivalent for them, so that's cool too. But maybe the shotgun will be in there. I don't know. We haven't seen that much yet, obviously. But and the live action was fucking cool. I am super hyped for Halo 4. Next on my list is Splinter Cell, cool, but IDK. I'm just going to actually read off my notes on everything. Yeah, Splinter Cell is a franchise that has been around for a long time, and I have never gotten into it. I own Splinter Cell 1 for the Xbox because a friend gave it to me when he didn't want it. And I played it for like 5 minutes, and that's literally all the Splinter Cell I've ever played. It looks really cool. It looks like a cool Splinter Cell game. Kind of like supposed to blend everything together, they said. But honestly, I don't know. It looks fine. If you like it, you'll probably love Blacklist. Not my kind of game. Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider is the big hit for a lot of people, especially at Microsoft's conference, and that's great. It looks pretty awesome. I don't know if I'll get it, though. Again, I know Tomb Raider, this is like a reboot, but I don't know if I'll get it, simply because I've never gotten a Tomb Raider game before. I have to see when the release window is and what else is coming out, because there is still a lot of stuff that I'm already looking forward to later this year. And then there's shit next year. Then there's all this stuff. Some of it. I'll get to that. I'll do like maybe a sum video at the end. But, so yeah, Tomb Raider, we'll see. I don't know yet. I want to see more of it, because if it's just running around in linear missions, they said it's open world, but I got Far Cry for that, because I'll get to Far Cry. Forza, again, same. I'm not a racing fan. I play, the most racing franchise I've ever played is I own 3 Need for Speed games and Burnout Paradise. And Burnout Paradise was I bought a while ago, and I may be getting close to wanting a racing game again. But if I do, it's always arcade ones. I've played realistic racing games, and I fucking hate it. It's boring as hell to me. I like arcade flight game, any kind of simulator game like that. I like arcade because I want to have fun. That's why I play a game, not to learn the super mechanics. I mean, that's great if you do that, but that's not for me. And I feel like my webcam was tilted. That seems a little better. Maybe I think my monitor is actually like sagging or some shit. Whatever. That looks a lot better now. Bugging the hell out of me. Yeah, but later on I'll mention, I didn't actually see anything about it, but it must have been at the EA conference. I think it was. I didn't watch that one yet, so I don't know yet. But new Need for Speed Most Wanted. Actually, Need for Speed Most Wanted is the newest Need for Speed game that I own. So, and I bought that a long time ago, obviously. But maybe I'd get that because I like every now and then getting an open world arcadey racing game. Burnout Paradise was a lot of fun, but nothing. I've had no desire to get a racing game since then. Then Microsoft did this thing where they did 3 new IPs, like rapid succession. I didn't even write down their names. That was basically a non-entity for me. It's like, hey, don't forget, we have some new games that are cool. Here they are. Look at them. Here's a really quick trailer. Did nothing for me. Didn't give a shit about any of them. One of them looked like a little orb rolling around, and it was like some romantic orb crap thing. I don't fucking know what it was. I don't even remember what the other 2 were. And then there's also some... so, yeah, fuck it. Those will have more coming out about them, so fuck it. I don't even give a shit about them. None of them looked interesting to me. And then there was also a lot of new tech, like this... I didn't actually write it down. I did that when I got into Sony and Ubisoft, but I didn't do it for Microsoft, unfortunately, because it's kind of funny that I did that. One thing that they had was this new smart glass thing, which is where it's like the Wii U's tablet pad, but it's supposed to connect your Xbox to anything, like my phone or my tablet. One of these two, they can both connect to my Xbox, and that actually looks really cool. So, okay, so since I didn't write down anything about the tech, let me actually just give, finally, my summary of how I felt after watching the Microsoft press conference. A lot of people have been crapping on this conference, saying that it was bad. I would counter, I would not say it was... I would say it was good, but, it was the wrong conference. This was not the right conference for this scenario. So let me explain. I can, from a gamer's perspective, this conference sucked. They had almost nothing good. Literally nothing new came out. Nothing, like there was this Forza, is it another Forza Gamers, an expansion pack? I don't know. And then there were these 3 new IPs that were on there like for a minute together. Nothing. From a gamer's perspective, besides Halo 4, Splinter Cell, and Tomb Raider, there was basically nothing gaming related that was interesting, and it fucking blew. If you're a gamer, totally understand. From a gaming perspective, this was fucking awful. This was a shitty conference. But from a tech geek's perspective, like I am, I'm also a tech geek. I love gaming, but I also love tech. It's why I bought a tablet, and it's why I like to build my own computer and stuff. I'm really excited by technology. And from a technological point of view, a lot of this stuff sounds fucking cool. Connecting all of your devices to your Xbox to have like one big cloud entertainment system, that is very interesting to me. Like having games augmented by this. There's actually, I literally just before this, I read an article about Assassin's Creed on the Wii U, and maybe I'll get to that when I do the Nintendo conference. But basically, the big thing about the Wii U is that for Assassin's Creed 3, they would have like health and shit on here, so the screen would be clear. Awful. Fucking terrible idea. Don't put anything I need to see all the time on this device. I don't want to be playing and looking at the screen, and then when I'm in a combat, I have to go like this because I'm looking at my health, but I'm also looking at the guys on the screen that I'm dodging. It's just, don't do that. That's awful. That's a shitty idea. I hate that idea. I'm just going to come out and say it. I don't like to get pissed at things, especially not in video games, but fuck, I hate that idea. That's put augmented stuff. Like, okay, I'm not going to throw this down anymore. Like, one thing they did show, Madden, when I don't play any sports games except racing, and I played hockey at a friend's house back in high school because they were into hockey. Being able to make your own plays on something like this when nothing is going on the main screen, that is brilliant. Literally, I will actually say legitimately that is a brilliant idea. To be able to say, okay, nothing's going on the main screen, so I'm going to look down here and I'm going to make my own play, and then I'm going to set it, and then I can go and execute it on my controller. That is such a mind-bogglingly cool and good idea, and good use of the technology. Not fucking having main important information that I need while something is going on the screen. So, let me sum up. Microsoft had a good tech conference that should have been a conference that they had at like CES or something. This was a CES show, not an E3 show. So as an E3 as someone looking for gaming news out of Microsoft at E3, this flopped horribly. But from a tech perspective, it was great. So if you're into tech, and just tech, if you're not really into gaming, then this was an excellent conference. But if you wanted games, then you are sadly disappointed. But again, the tech stuff is really cool. So I think Microsoft just they did drop the ball with their conference. They should have had games, and I'll talk about that probably more in the Sony one, because I will say right now, Sony got it more right. They focused a lot more on the games, but they had their own problems too. So I'm actually going to stop this here, guys. Again, the tagline of this: Microsoft had a good conference for tech, and it was at the wrong place. It should have been at CES or something. This was not a good E3 conference. So, guys, I'm going to stop recording and immediately record the Sony one. So, hope you guys let me know what your impressions were of save the comments for the ones I post, so don't post everything on one video. Like, when I post the EA one, post what you thought of EA, but post Microsoft now. Do it. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to go record Sony. See you guys later.